Hello everyone on YouTube, and in today's video I just want to do something a little bit different. You guys know I did hundreds of videos about manifestation, and hello, my name is Naya, and on this channel we talk everything about law of assumption, manifestation, and so much more. But if you know me for a while, I had another channel where I was doing much more tarot readings. By the way, for private readings, I only take them by request. You have to email me. I'm going to leave all of the stuff down below if you want a private reading with me, only through request and through email. But anyway, apart from this, and I used to do pick a card readings and tarot readings, and I actually made 2 videos on this channel about how tarot readings and oracle cards can be used while you're manifesting, and how exactly the future works, and how they can be used even with the law of assumption without predicting anything, but just to see the reflection of our subconscious mind for meditation and to know where we are at in our manifestation journey. Now, many people in the law of assumption community say, oh, you don't need the tarot, because if you are just assuming that it's done, then you don't need the tarot, not even for advice. That is very true. You don't need the tarot 100%. You don't need a reading. You don't need any of these things. You don't even need to affirm. If you're asking me, that's a limiting belief. For me, you could just say it's done and you're gonna get it. But then easy said than done. Sometimes we do waver, sometimes we do stumble, sometimes our old self reverts back. And so that's where meditation, mind movies, and affirmations and everything else can really help us out stay in the course of manifestation. And this is how I use tarot. Now, tarot can be used also for predictions, but predictions are not going to be accurate for people who are keeping in touch with their mental diet, because the future can always change. And if you are directing your thoughts, then the prediction can change according to how you're changing your thoughts. But again, I made different videos about this. So just to make a quick introduction to the reason why I'm doing this pick a card reading is because I am shutting down my old channel and I want to start introducing tarot and oracle readings in this channel. But how? Not to give you a prediction or a monthly prediction, but just simply to give you what is the message for you from spirit guides and angel, and how can that message help you out in feeling better for your well-being as well as for your manifestation. So that is the intention behind this video, and I hope you're going to enjoy it and appreciate it. And if you guys are going to give a thumbs up and a like and share it, and you will appreciate it, I can do this video monthly. So just to have a checkup, because even though law of assumption is true, I do believe, and I think it's not even a matter of belief, angels and spirit guides are very much real, you guys. So like, you can believe both in the law and angels and spirit guides and magic, because they are all belong together, and the spirit world is just so much more than just the law of assumption. But that's topics for other videos. Leave a comment down below if you want to hear more about it. In today's videos, therefore, what are we going to do? If you're familiar with pick a card readings, you're going to have 3 selections, but instead of giving you a March predictions, we are going to see what is the message for the spirit guides and angels that you need to receive right now. And according to law, everything is a mirror reality. So this reality is a mirror of your states of consciousness. So every card that you're going to choose is going to tell you something that you need to hear right now, and you're going to see the incredible effect of this game, because it really works. And so that might help also your manifestation to give you motivations and inspiration. So I'm really looking forward. So go ahead and pick your pile. You can even choose the video to meditate upon the cards. So let's do this. I apologize, I'm with my phone, but as you guys can tell, I have 3 selections over here. So you will have to choose between pile number 1, which is this one, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Like I said, if you need to pause the video right now to meditate upon the cards, you can. I'm going to leave the timestamps down below for the selections of the cards, so you can go ahead and skip the parts that you want to see. But pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So let's see what spirit guides and angels want to deliver for you as a message for your manifestation and your well-being. Okay, let's get started. All right, you guys, let's start for those of you guys who choose pile number 1. So I have selected 2 oracle cards and a tarot card. Keep in mind, I'm pretty straightforward and I'm pretty quick. I don't talk for hours and hours, so let's get started. So Let's see. Okay, as a sentence that I have for you, as a single word that I drawn for you, we have evolve. The cosmic potential flows through you. So I think that this is a reminder to evaluate something about your life right now. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be your manifestation, but it's for me, spirit guides and angel with the evolve card, that they are telling you that you are holding on to aspects of your life, pile number one, that need to evolve. Like you need to move on and you're still stuck in the old rut. You know that the cosmic potential flows, that God is within you, that this cosmic power that creates universes is within you, that you can access this power every single day, that every single day is the day not only where when your manifestation can drop, but where you can claim this power. But somehow, some way, pile number one, you are stuck into either an old pattern, or maybe even some of the manifestation, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, but maybe even some of the manifestation that you have been holding on for so long, it might not be all of them, but some of them are just old, and universe, or better, spirit guides and angels are telling you that you should evolve, you should ask for more, you can have more, you can have a better, and it's only a limited perspective that gets stuck and says, no, I am God of my reality, and therefore I'm going to manifest this specific thing because it has to be this and I can't do it. Yes, you can do it, but that's limited, because when you can have, you can have everything, and you can possibly even have better. Open at least your mind to evolve to this new version of you that has infinite possibilities and infinite manifestations. Now, that might not be for every one of you, but some of you, I feel, pile number one, needed to hear this, especially if it's resonating with you. And then pile number one with the evolve card, just as a reminder that manifestation boils down to identification. Remembering, so we are remembering what? That our states of consciousness, not our thoughts, but our states of consciousness. So the dominant thoughts, dominant belief is what manifests, what sits down in our subconscious mind. So when we identify with the old versions of ourselves, that's where we need to evolve, we need to grow, because in order to experience a newer and better reality, we have to identify with that reality first. We have to identify with the version of us that lives in this new reality. And the way we do it is by learning our lessons in a way, let go of the past and evolving into the person that we know we can be and we're supposed to be in order to quantum jump into that newer reality. So that's the first word that I have for you. It's time to evolve. It's time, pile number one, to let go of your old self. Then another card that I have for you, okay, this is another very specific message that I have for you, but it could be that your totem animal, spirit animal, one of them at least is the wolf, because I can see obviously the wolf over here. You might have a dog that looks like this, or maybe perhaps a dog is going to come into your life unexpectedly, and that, I just want you to know, is one of your spirit guides in the clothes of a wolf or a dog. I mean, I believe in this a lot, and that's why witches used to have what is so-called familiars, because familiars weren't just animals, pile number one, but familiars were notoriously well known to be spirit guides, to be even sometimes demons or entities. Yours not going to be a demon, don't worry about it, but that's the belief in witchcraft, that these animals hold a very precise spirit that came there for protecting the witch or for guiding the witch, and which only means in Sax, if I'm correct, the wise one, by the way. Just a note, just a side note. But anyway, it could very much be that one of your spirit guides is the wolf, or you might be very connected to these animals. Now, spirit guides can appear in the forms of dreams. So sometimes you're going to see animals in dreams, especially you're going to discover your totem animal if you do a shamanic journey, DMT, ayahuasca, or with a proper shaman. Actually, that is the way to do it. But for firmly believe that you can do the same with hypnosis and deep meditation, especially if you do one that is appropriate for that reason. But spirit guides sometimes, again, can manifest even physically in the form of an animal. So if you have ever even thought, pile number one, that it's time to evolve, it's time to change your life, maybe you want to take care of a creature, you want to save an animal, or you always wanted a dog. I know this sounds so specific, but maybe this is a sign that this is the moment to get one. And obviously be responsible, obviously care for it, don't abandon animals, only make this decision if it's really in your budget and it's something that you have deeply considered, but go for it if something that it is indeed that you deeply considered. Now this card also indicates the winter season and the care of your needs as a message. So with the evolve card, also another message that I have for you, pile number one, is that you are one of these people that have a bit of a nurse syndrome, or you could be a nurse, but meaning, in other words, and no judgment with nurses, they're amazing people, but you always try to think about others first and yourself less, even when it comes down to your manifestation. Perhaps you're manifesting an SP or something very specific, and you are so focused on the outside and not what is good for you or changing yourself. So the take care of your needs is the understanding that you want what you want. You want, pile number one, your manifestation, because they meet your needs. Many people want a specific person because they think they're going to be loved by that specific person. They consciously say, I love that person and that's why I want them. Yes, that's true. However, you also want that person because you believe that that person will meet your needs for love. But because reality is a mirror, it's very important to meet our needs first. Therefore, give ourselves love and commitment in order for the mirror to mirror that to us. Sounds easy. It is easy actually, but sometimes it takes time to understand that. So take care of your needs. You don't always have to look at the 3D. You don't always have to get something to be happy. You don't always have to care more for others and less for yourself. You need to find balance between this give and take, and also understand that, again, we want what we want to respond to our needs, to take care of our needs, and we want what we want because we think that when we're going to get what we want, we're going to be happy and fulfilled. But the trick is to feel happy and fulfilled, or at least peaceful and serene, no matter what, regardless if we get it or not. And that single action, which could be done even through gratitude, really represents sitting in the wishful field and taking care of your needs. Now, taking care of your needs might be even a sentence that pile number one you needed to hear, because it's been a while that you didn't thought about yourself. You didn't think, about yourself. So again, comment down below, let me know. But this is another message that I'm hearing for you. And then, though, another message that I have for you from Spirit Guides and Angel, pile number one, it's the Ace of Cups. How beautiful. Now, the Ace of Cups is one of my favorite cards because to me, it represents the Holy Spirit, it represents miracles, it represents purity with the dove, it represents new love and abundance, and just even manifestation that comes unexpectedly or a new beginning. This is all in store for you in the moment that you're going to decide, pile number one, to let go of your old identity, persisting in your manifestations, and just take care of your needs. Like in winter, you will just stay in and focus on staying cozy. That's the metaphor. Saying yes to yourself, this is exactly what is going to happen. A miracle is going to show up. I see grace coming upon you. I see new beginnings, and possibly these new beginnings for many of you will have to do with love, as the Ace of Cups does represent emotions and the beginning of new love and new emotions. So if you have been manifesting, okay, I need to sneeze. If you have been manifesting love in whatever shape or form, it's just a matter of evolving into your new self, taking care of your needs first, and then love will be the byproduct, the manifestation of that state of consciousness that you're choosing in the moment that you let go of your old self and take care of your needs. So this is what I hear for you, pile number one. I hope it resonated with you and you enjoyed this energy readings for March. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm going to move ahead for those of you guys who choose pile number two. So, pile number 2, hello, how's it going? So, we're gonna see what spirit guides and angels want you to know for this month, March, but obviously you can apply this if it's resonating any other month. If you have been stumbling upon this video, doesn't matter if it's the end of March, the beginning of March, I just put a month just to, function with the algorithm and life. But time is merely a dream, you guys, at the end of the day. But I actually made a video about time. Watch it, it's on my channel. Anyway, enough of talking. Let's see pile number 2. What is the message for you? So I have a word for you, and then we're going to see an oracle card and a tarot card. So the word that I have for you is radiate. So let your light shine through. Maybe pile number 2, you have been too shy for a while. Maybe one of your manifestation in your dreams is to have a business, or to thrive, or to be center stage, or to be an artist, or just simply to gain more self-confidence and to be seen. Spirit guides and angels are telling you that all the light that you want to share, it's obviously there inside of you, and you don't need to wait for anything. You don't need permission for anyone. You don't need validation from anyone to start living your dreams, to start living the life that you want to live. So how do you do it? Because sometimes we know this stuff, or we get told these things, but then we also think, but how do I practically do it? How do I radiate light? You do it with simple, small steps. So you smile more during the day. You go out, you bless people in your mind even. You focus on just radiating your self-expression without waiting for people to validate or tell you, yes, you can do it, or yes, we're going to get, or to go to an audition. Let's say you want to be an artist and you have to go through an audition. You don't wait for that person to tell you, yes, you are the person that we want for that role. You're already telling that to yourself in your head, and it doesn't matter what happens in the 3D. You're gonna believe your inner light. You're gonna believe your inner assumption. Now, you don't necessarily have to believe to manifest. However, the more you will repeat it, chances is your subconscious is going to believe. So if you can't believe it, just do it anyway. I think that is key, and that is something that you need to hear right now, pile number 2. Let me see also what else. All right, we have a dove. It's been twice. Even pile number 1 had a dove, which is a symbol of miracle, of purity, I feel this is another message that I have for you, pile number 2. Understand that what Neville said, your manifestation is appointed hour, and sometimes things seems like they're not moving, everything is slowing down, and there is no, again, movement whatsoever. But then all of a sudden a bridge of events appears, and just almost like out of thin air, your manifestation comes. Remember, your manifestation is appointed hour. Now, this card is the card of the great teacher. It looks very much like Jesus. So if you're connected with the Holy Spirit or Jesus, that's another little message for you hidden in here. Might not be for everyone, but the great teacher indicates learn from spiritual experiences. So yeah, that's, I feel, a lot of people don't understand about life. They feel so guilty when they get to know manifestation. They learn conscious manifestation, at least, or the law. Oh, I had this horrible situation in my life. I manifested. How could I have done this one to myself? Or they're getting opposite results and they immediately feel guilty and shamed, like I'm not good at this, or it's my fault. You see how stupid I am. I keep having these negative thoughts. And that's not the way, in my opinion, to go on about life. You have to understand everyone makes so quote unquote mistakes, but everyone is in a journey. Even I am in a journey. People that seem so confident about the law and they're teaching you everything about the law, even the gurus and spiritual teachers, we are all on a journey. And the point is not to be perfect. The point is not to never manifest unwanted things or contrast. The point is to change the perspective and to keep that perspective alive, that bad things might happen, or sometimes we just have to accept the present moment for what it is, or sometimes we just have to say, hey, in the past I didn't know better. But at the end of the day, we need to remind ourselves we come here to learn. So what are we learning from that experience? Because even Neville used to say this, and many other teachers used to say this, within the problem, within even your desire, there is always inside the solution, which is one of the fundamental 7 hermetic principles, the law of polarity. Actually, love and hate, or even love and fear, are the same thing, but just a difference in degree. They're the same vibration, the same thought, even different in degree. The problem has inside a solution, but the solution is not different from the problem. It's just different in degree. They're in different positions, in different even dimensions or polarity of existence. So learn from your experience. I feel this is the message for you guys. So you have made some mistakes. Fine, we all do. You got some unwanted circumstances while you were manifesting. What can you learn from that? Always look at yourself instead of listening too much to other people, because other people, coaches, teachers, whatever, they can tell you, oh, you manifest like this, you manifest like that. But seriously, you already know how to manifest. You just have to remind yourself, when I had that beautiful experience in the past, what was I thinking? What was I doing? When I did manifest, even unconsciously, the things that I wanted, what was I doing? What was I thinking? And learn from that experience. Use yourself as a little scientist and learn, what is my own way of doing? Am I doing, when I was having those good experiences, was I being more positive? Was I focused more on what I wanted? Or maybe did I care less? What I do, how I think naturally. Do I think more in an affirming kind of way? Or do I rant a lot? Or do I have more inner conversation? Just learn from yourself, learn from how you do things naturally. And then once you discover how you do things naturally, it just takes a little bit of self-awareness and just asking that question. Really, you can even write it down. Then pile number 2, you go on about consciously manifesting, paying attention to those things. So I give you an example. Pile number 2, let's say that, oh, you notice that every single time that you wake up in the morning, you tend to have an inner conversation with yourself, or every single time that you're thinking about someone, you tend to portray in your mind a conversation with that person. That maybe manifesting instead of affirming, but manifesting through inner conversation might be the most natural and easiest and fast way for you to consciously manifest. So again, don't feel guilty, don't feel ashamed of mistakes or troubles. Accept the present moment, don't fight against it, and remember that your desire have inside, or the problem has inside, the solution. So you see the problem, you don't freak out about the problem, at least not more than necessary, and you shift your focus on the solution, because you can see it is at the opposite spectrum of the problem. And that's how you learn from experience. Now, the great teacher card, pile number 2, could also indicate that maybe perhaps, and this is very specific, so take it only if it resonates with you, but it could be that in this period, you have been asking infinite intelligence, infinite consciousness, what is my divine purpose? Is there something like a divine purpose? What I should do in my life? I want to have some clarity. And maybe the radiate card and the great teacher card indicates that one of your purpose in this lifetime is to teach other people, is to radiate your life, to share your experiences, to share even your mistakes, because other people can really benefit from your experience, and you can create values for others. So when you radiate your light, you're not that shy and you just share. So if you had in mind even to open a YouTube channel or to share again your experiences or your knowledge, you are ready, you can do it now, and you don't have to wait for anyone to validate that. Okay, so that's another message that I hear for you. As the last card, we have, oh, that's very interesting. We have the High Priestess, which in a way I kind of see complementary to this card. I mean, this could be the High Priest, the great teacher, and the High Priest we know notoriously in the tarot. She guards the Eden. She guards the garden of knowledge with this pillar, and she only makes people enter, people that have the key to knowledge of purity. Even with the moon behind your back, she's associated with Pisces and Cancer as well. She's associated with psychic abilities and inner intuition. So maybe you're also someone with a great deal of intuition, and spirit guides and angel will want to collaborate with you. You could even channel or listen to them. So open yourself up to other possibilities or things that maybe you are afraid to share with the world. And this is very specific again, but spirit guides and angels are telling you that you can do this, and maybe it is the time to do so because you can. And to listen especially to your intuition and the messages that you are receiving, because you're not going crazy and they are very much true. Actually, the way intuition works, which puzzles a lot of people, I always say this, the ego or the identity self, who you think you are, your programming, it's a big topic, but it talks loud. It is insistent, changes his mind a lot, but at the same time, it's here. It's in the frontal cortex, how is it called? But it's here. You can feel it here. Every single time you think too much, right? Or you are anxious about something, or you're trying to find a solution, and you think from here, you get like this really heavy headaches and you feel like in a burnout. That's the voice of your ego, and it's very strong. It's more powerful. It's, like I said, louder, and it tells you to act right now. It tells you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. We can't lose time. We don't have time. The ego, I feel, always thinks that there isn't enough time to accomplish what it wants. And you know the reason that is, pile number 2? Because the ego will die. The ego is temporary. The ego is you. Like, you know me as Naya, right? In this lifetime. This is something I believe. You don't have to believe, but this is my train of thoughts, at least. You know me in this lifetime as Naya. Naya is an ego, is an identification, is a tool that my soul is using to having a human experience. Now, Naya is temporary. Naya is going to die. Death is very much real. But my soul is not afraid. My soul thinks that time is a dream. My soul is not afraid, oh, if I don't do it now, I will not get it. No, it knows that it's got eternity. So the voice of your intuition, pile number 2, the voice of your soul is still, is more inside, is either is in the back or is in the heart especially, and talks quietly, sometimes only once or a couple of times, doesn't change its mind over and over, and is not coming out, you have to do it now. It will come as, what if you don't do it? Why don't you do this? Or I think this is great. Maybe we should explore that. It's that kind of voice. Similarly, spirit guides and angels, So reflect on this. Pay attention to your intuition, because they're telling you a lot about your experience and the way you also go on about manifestation. Okay, so that's all that I see for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this kind of reading and energy message. Let me know in the comment section below. And like I said, if you want a reading from me, I only do readings if you request them on my email. You just have to write down request a private reading, and I will tell you all the things that I offer and the options. Okay, so it's only for a few, but just request me a private reading if you want to. It's down below the email. So, okay, let's move on now. For those of you guys who choose pile number 3, let's see what spirit guides and angels want you to know for March in regards to your well-being and in regards to your manifestations as well. If you're wondering, is she ever going to come back with her videos on manifestation? Of course, it's going to be the next one. This is just an extra thing that I wanted to do for you guys. So, pile number 3, let's get started. I have one word for you that I drawn. I have an oracle card and a tarot card. So let's get started. Oh, beautiful. The word that I have for you is the sun, and rise to the occasion. That's very interesting. Now, the sun is also a tarot card. It's a card of positivity, a card of energy. Do you know that in witchcraft, there is, in white magic, I call it white magic. I know many people get pissed off when I say white magic, and just magic that doesn't hurt anyone. call it however you want. There is a lot of spells that can be done with the sun, with the help of the sun. Even charging an amulet with the sun is very powerful. I think I have made some shorts about this, but let me know if you want some more, because I can show you this kind of magic. It's one of my favorite. You can even do it with the moon, but the energy of the sun is just so amazing for manifestation. And it could be a placebo effect for sure, for those of you who are skepticals and non-believers, but I did try it. Like, if you do charge an amulet under the sun with a little bit of a ritual, super easy to do, it will help you manifest. It's just true. It's just the energy of the sun, because even in the tarot, when the sun comes about, is always a yes, is always yes, my manifestation is gonna come, good things are about to come. The sun is life. Now, the sun could also be a symbol for you that you should pay attention to, or it could be that maybe you are wondering, where is the sun? I need the summer back, or something amazing is going to happen during summertime or springtime. And the sun is a metaphor for you that light is about to show up in your life very soon. I know it sounds a little bit prediction thing, but this is what I see as a message. And also the fact that you are someone extremely creative. I think the sun is the ruler of Leo in astrology, and the fifth house, the house of children, the house of creativity and artists. So either you are very good with children, or you have this inner child inside of you that is so well connected with your creativity. And this is a message for you, pile number 3, to utilize that, and that very soon you're going to have an incredible time. The sun, again, could be a slight prediction that your manifestation are about to come, to not give up just now, because you are in the middle of the bridge of events. So that's a very specific message that I'm hearing for you guys. Then we do have also the shapeshifter. How interesting. Transform and unveil your gifts. So we have a wolf, we have an eagle over here. Now, the wolf is a symbol of, I feel, independence and thriving by being yourself, having the courage of being yourself. And the eagle is a symbol of freedom, of opportunities. The shapeshifter and rise to the occasion. It's like you are, your manifestation, pile number 3, or whatever it is that you're doing right now, is very connected with transforming huge parts of yourself and huge parts of your life. So you are, I feel what spirit guides and angels are trying to say with this cards, pile number 3, is that you are in the middle of it. You are in the middle of shape shifting your life. You're in the middle of transforming your life. And somehow, sometimes this can be scary, because it's almost like you have abandoned your, it reminds me even of the Fool card. Like, you have packed all your things and you abandoned your old village, your old self, or whatever. And now you're in the middle of the journey. You can see this bridge in front of you, and a light, the light of a new day in front of you, like trying to picture this image. And then you have to cross this bridge. But then in the moment that you're almost there, you feel like, hold on, I came too far. Maybe I should go back. What am I doing? I don't know. The sun looks nice, but I don't know what's up there. It's like you are having this fear of the unknown while you're transforming and letting go of your old self. But spirit guides and angels are trying to tell you there's nothing to be afraid. It's okay to not know what is going to happen. And do you know why it's okay, even manifestation wise? Because if you would know what will happen, you will be still in the predictable future. And if you will be still, pile number 3, in the predictable future, you will know you will manifest, sorry, my English, you will manifest the same outcome over and over again. But when you don't know what is going to happen, when you are in that bridge or almost there, you know something great is about to happen, or something completely different than what you're used to, because your mind cannot predict it and it's getting a little bit scared. So it's all good. All is well. That's the message that I have for you. And another message is, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it, because it's working. Very straightforward, I know. Yes, this is going to be a big manifestation. Yes, this is going to transform yourself and your life completely, but that's not a bad thing. That's what angels and spirit guides want you to know. Okay, got it. Then the tarot card that I have for you is, see, it makes sense. The Two of Wands. You're almost there to take the action. You're almost there to make that decision. But inside of you, and this could be a bit of a reflection of your subconscious thoughts, inside of you, there is a little bit of doubt. There is a little bit of wavering because, again, you're letting go of what you knew. Maybe you're even relocating, moving somewhere else, changing your career, making some big decisions. You're thinking about all those things. You're almost there towards this big change. Now, you're in the middle of it. The Two of Wands indicates you planning, you pondering, you're almost taking the action. Three of Wands will be like, I am going to take this action. Like, now I'm going to go for it. You are at the stage there's a little bit before. Like I said, you are in front of the bridge. You're not even in the middle, but you're thinking about going in the middle. You're thinking about crossing the bridge and going towards the unknown, the unpredictable future. And so stop wavering. And that's the message, obviously, pile number 3. But you are ready. I know it's going to be short, maybe, this reading, but this is what I'm hearing for you. Rise to the occasion. You are ready. You're almost there to transform. You don't need to give any explanation to people or say, oh, you're different now. Or why don't you want to do the things you used to do before? You don't need to explain anything to anyone. You don't need to accept their stuff as truth. You can move forward. That's what Spirit wants you to know. You are allowed to move forward. It's not time to waver. It's not time to go back and forth. What you're doing is working. So just move forward. And you will see that very shortly, maybe in maximum 2 weeks, I don't want to give a prediction, but this is what Spirit is saying, you're going to start seeing the unfoldment of your manifestation. And again, take my predictions as a pinch of salt because I don't like to give predictions because it could be even faster than that. But the sun is here, it is coming. You just have to, the Two of Wands, stop going back and forth. Just know you can take that action. You can move forward, okay? And trust yourself, trust your gift, to trust that you can do it, okay? You are God of your reality. You just can. Okay, this is a very specific message that I'm hearing for you, pile number 3. I hope it resonated with you and makes sense. Comment down below and let me know. And that's that, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this sort of message from Spirit Guides and Angels. I'm going to see you very soon on this channel for other law of assumption, manifestation videos, esoteric videos, and so much more. Remember that I have a membership program where you can go live with me and do collective coaching once or twice a month, and also Patreon for extra videos, which is a whole new YouTube channel. I post videos every week about everything: vlogs, spells, pico card readings, podcasts, everything that comes in my mind always gets posted on Patreon once a week. So check them out. All the links are down below, and I'll say goodbye for now and see you very soon. Bye.